Thank you, Mr. Toastmaster. Fellow Toastmasters and most welcome guests. How many of you like fake tales? Or folk tales? Do you like fake tales or folk tales? Awesome. Now, tonight, I'm going to tell you a folk tale having connections to Indian tradition from Hindu culture. In the legend times, there was a king with many wives, but without any children. He prayed 18 years, morning and evening. One day, suddenly, a shining goddess appeared and said, "I am Savithri, daughter of Lord Sun. With your prayer, you won a daughter." And she disappeared. Within a year, the king was blessed with a daughter. They named her Savithri after the goddess. The child was so beautiful, so shining, very intelligent. So splendid she was, when the time came for marriage, nobody was confident to marry her. With the advice of king, along with counselors, Savithri had to go place to place for searching princely, dared, confident man. Finally, she reached a hermitage where she found a princely, dared man called Satyavan. And she came to know Satyavan is son of a king who lost his kingdom. And the meaning of Satyavan is son of a truth, for no man is richer in virtue. And she returned back to his father and told to father that she decided to marry Satyavan. And a seer sitting side by her father, she was surprised. Satyavan, no, he has life for only one more year. But because of her determination, king has arranged the marriage, and she was living happily for 1 year, and only 3 days were left. She never forgot the death of her husband, Satyavan. For those 3 days, she prayed without food, water, and rest. On 4th day, just the sun was rising, she saw Satyavan was heading for firewood to forest. And she immediately jumped to accompany Satyavan. When Satyavan was cutting the firewood in the forest, suddenly he collapsed, dropping the axe. And Savithri rushed, took him into her lap. Meanwhile, a dark, shining, with red eyes, a princely man approached to the body of Satyavan. She asked tremblingly, "Who are you?" He said, "I am the Lord of Death. I came to take the spirit of Satyavan." Yes, just waved his nose, and Satyavan stopped breathing. The Lord of Death started heading to his domain. Immediately, Savithri jumped along with him, started following through the pain, the path of pain, dangerous, unsafe. The Lord of Death objected. "Princess, it is impossible to follow to the land of dead." Savithri said, "Your duty is to take the spirit. My duty is to stand by side of my husband." The god of death said, "Your duty ended. Now return." But She didn't listen. Finally, he said, okay, I admire your loyalty. Ask for a favor. She asked, give back the kingdom of my husband. Give back the sight of my father-in-law. He said, granted. He started heading again. She followed. Then he got surprised. Why are you following? She said, I told my duty. He said, no, not possible. You ask anything. You ask more favors. She asked. But still she didn't leave. She started following till wherever he was going. Finally, he said, Savithri, the princess, this last and final, ask for one more favor. She said, give me many children. He said, granted, but the children to be of Satyavan. He got trapped. He said, granted. He got trapped. He said, oh, princess, what a wise lady you are. Now I cannot do anything. He had to release the spirit of Satyavan. And Satyavan, when Savithri returned to the body of Satyavan, Satyavan woke up as if he slept for a whole day. And they lived, they went back into their kingdom. They lived very happily. They had many children. And when the Lord of Death returned after many, many years, happily, whoever wanted, they have accompanied him. And the theme today is, when you are determined, you have strong will, hard work, even the Almighty or the God of Death has to surrender in front of you. Nothing can stop you. Thank you very much.